Minji had the blueprint of flirting but refused to follow the guidelines in order to have a successful outcome. Hi guys, welcome to the Tales of GwanMinji ship video. Episode 8 kicked off with GwanHee locking in Minji as his pick for paradise. He's all about gals making the first move, and Minji, who's obviously heard of GwanHee's modus operandi, had approached him, showed her interest in him. But what she wasn't told was that she wasn't dealing with a regular guy, she was gonna have to deal with GwanHee, a man who is wired differently. She thought she was diving into casual waters, not knowing she was diving into GwanHee's unique realm. LOL. Armed with her GwanHee guidebook, not literally guys, but you get what I mean, she casually told Hae-sun on her way out of the room, I'll get to know his age and occupation and all. Hae-sun smiled, nodded in agreement. This move shows that Minji was aware of Hae-sun's feelings for GwanHee. It was a simple way of just trying to say to Hae-sun, like girl, I'm not a threat, I'll just get to know him better. But as soon as she stepped out of that room, it was no holds barred. Honestly, I do not blame Minji because she came into the game late and she is there to shake things up. The problem is, who is she trying to shake off? Her opponent was Hae-sun. A very strong opponent that fights in silence with maturity and class. GwanHee said this was payback for Hae-sun choosing Wonick over him. Sure, that was part of it, but let's be real, he also wanted a shot at getting to know Minji. Extra screen time and an extra girl to flirt with, right? This guy really came on this show to utilize all their resources in finding his missing rib. LOL. Once they hit the hotel, things heated up, and you just knew there was mischief brewing when Minji slipped into some quirky PJs. Classic move. Plus, she might have had some insider info or a sneaky hunch about GwanHee being an athlete, cause she straight up clocked him as a basketballer right off the bat. Though she did miss his age by a decade, thinking she might be the elder, which actually made GwanHee blush. And I know that was BS because there's no way she thought this man was 24 years old. Come on. Gotta hand it to her, she knows how to boost a guy's ego like a pro. Then, GwanHee started with his unnecessary promises and compliments again, thanking her for approaching him first. Then he starts to feed her. They both start exchanging flirtatious banter. They lock eyes and at some point I could feel GwanHee quiver. She totally got to him. The thing is, GwanHee has been told by many of the men that Hae-sun is not into him, and because he is insecure, he keeps asking for validation, but she tells him like it is without stroking his ego. But here is Minji, giving him validation while stroking his ego at the same time. Here's the big difference between Hae-sun and Minji: desperation. Even when Hae-sun is worried, you'll never see her sweat. But Minji finds out about his career and boom. Instant desperation, head over heels in lust. Then he drops the bomb that he's into cute women with big eyes, and boom. Sparks flying like crazy. She became cringy cute. Damn, I was a little embarrassed for Minji, she kind of fell into his trap there. GwanHee's thinking, oh, she's one of those. You know, the ones who swoon over celebrities or athletes. She looked like she became more confident that GwanHee had totally fallen for her. OMG. I felt bad watching it. And GwanHee? Oh boy, he's playing the fool like a pro, asking her to write him a poem, asking if she would come to his games, saying from now on I'm gonna come to you, I don't expect you to come to me anymore because I feel like I owe you that now. He grabs her by the neck, and exchanges a few physical contacts. In short, these two seemed like they were made for each other, because they both flirted in similar ways. This dude even whips out the essential oil again for her neck like he did with the other ladies. Like bro, why treat all these women the same? Seriously, what's with that? Is he starting an aromatherapy business or something? He gives her a little touch on her head and heads off to sleep on the sofa as usual. When they get back to Inferno, Minji gets territorial, asking him why he wouldn't hold her hands now when he held her hands when they were leaving for paradise. So she goes into the ladies' room and tells Hae-sun how much she's into him because of his career, and Hae-sun is smiling like, yeah, I understand. This was when Hae-sun knew she was out for blood and taking this man back from all his distractions. As soon as he got into the men's room, he started asking about Hae-sun, like, this bro didn't even hesitate for 1 second when he started asking about Hae-sun. Habin was totally flabbergasted. He's wondering what Hae-sun talked about and who she talked to while he was gone. He was snooping around trying to find out if she was sad or jealous while he was away. Poor dude's probably never met a girl like Hae-sun before, one who's not dancing to his tune just 'cause of his cash or career. And when they asked how his date was with Minji, he says she was exactly what he expected. Simple way to define this is that he is familiar with her type. Now, things got real weird when Minji started shedding tears after the chicken fight. She's obsessing over a man she just met crying. How did she think the other ladies who probably have stronger emotions for this same guy were feeling? Did you see her reaction towards Hae-sun when Hae-sun was trying to check on her? That was a very disappointing move. Harjong and Hae-sun had been in love with the same man before she came, and they still support each other. What's with that? The ladies were freaked, especially Hae-sun, who I'm sure decided to mind her own business from then on and focus mainly on herself and her feelings. And then the helicopter tug of shirt move. Major game mess up Minji. She probably thought GwanHee was head over heels, but the truth is, he's a yes man who can't say no directly. He adapts to whoever's in front of him, but only Hae-sun's taken the time to decode his moves. When GwanHee didn't respond to her, she started crying again. Man, I was shook, you guys.
Oh my God!
It was really sad but funny to watch. Like, Minji went from sassy to full-on train wreck in a flash. This second crying spree was totally her fault. She played dirty to her fellow woman and got dirted. What was she thinking flirting with GwanHee like that when he was on a date with another lady like you? And GwanHee totally ignored her. This scenario was exactly as if a side chick was trying to play main squeeze when the man's main girlfriend is around, lol. GwanHee's face was like, girl, back off. Don't mess up my real relationship, lol. And when she burst into tears like that, with no self-control, sadly showed she was mentally weak. The worst match for GwanHee's type of man. Athletes meet people from all over the world. It takes a mentally strong woman to keep up with them. This was the moment Hae-sun knew that yep, she's got this man on lockdown. Minkyu earned my respect though, letting her wipe her tears with his shirt. I almost died laughing, y'all. If you're still shipping GwanHee and Minji, I think that ship has sailed, sunk, and is now a relic. Everything else that was shown as next week's trailer is just all hype. The devil is always in the details, folks. We've got all the proofs we needed from episodes 8 and 9. I must admit, some of GwanHee's actions need improvement. I hope his toxic behavior was merely for show and not reflective of his real personality. Yet, this drama he brought made this season the most captivating. Despite the ladies' complaints, they seem drawn to him, indicating he has great qualities that may not have been reflected on the show. I believe he joined the show for two primary reasons: to find a serious relationship and to boost his popularity for bigger opportunities. It seems he might have achieved both goals. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.